Hello, YouTube, and welcome to All Quiet in the Trenches. Let's see. Let's get into this. I tried the tutorial. Now let's actually try the game. We are the German forces in World War One. Monday, March 1st, 1915. I could hardly believe that a few days ago, back home, I had been appointed Unterofficer in charge of this handful of men. And here they were, sneaking through the trenches behind me at 100 meters from the enemy positions with heavy packs and dwindling strength. Karl Mank, smaller than his comrade, seemed pensive but alert. Wolfgang Kohn appeared euphoric, full of energy despite the long march. Peter Lennick, compact but strong in stature, had already built rapport with the other soldiers through his open and helpful manner. Good. And Jean-Pierre Donner, calmly vigilant, keeping his weapon ready. Exhausted, we'd finally found the dugout of Lieutenant von Karlsbrunk, whom we had been assigned. Here you are, Herr Officer, he greeted me. You seem to have taken your time. Surely you're fit enough to start work straight away. The lieutenant's condescending gaze swept over my men, and then rested appraisingly on me. Let's just show good form, huh? Yes, Lieutenant. Yes, Lieutenant, I confirmed, regardless of how I assess our situation. This is not the time to make a bad first impression on my superior. Some of the men looked worried, but Lieutenant von Karlsmark nodded in satisfaction. My adjunct will show you to your sleeping quarters. Afterwards, report for me for today's duties. I don't know why I'm getting a bit of an accent there, but I'm sorry. I don't think there is. But I'm detecting something. I'm so sorry. It's not mockery. It really is not. It's just I'm just trying to read this. I'm sorry. Okay. I felt the eyes of my soldiers on my back. Obviously, some of the men resented my lack of concern for their needs. Without so much as another glance at me, Lieutenant von Karlsmark turned back to the documents on his table. Welcome to the trenches, Herr Unterofficer. If that's the correct way to say it. Oh, sorry, earlier. Okay, so it was respectful, now they're favorable? Okay. And now this guy's neutral, and he's... Oh, he went from... I'm doing my best to learn this. Alright. Hello, Lennick. Peter. Yeah? Yeah. Officer, we only have rations left for what we took with us. Where are we supposed to get something to eat around here? I am doing an accent. I hear it now. Yeah. To eat around here. What? British? Okay, anyway. That's the headquarters. Is that all to look at around here? Because I know there's like hidden things all the time, but I don't see anything else that's hidden. Oh well, let's just talk to everybody. Anything amiss, Unterofficer? No. Check the notes. So, Karl Mank is a Protestant. Unmarried, no children. Industrialist, huh? Interesting. Who else? Lennick I just spoke to. Also a Protestant. He's a Mason. Peter. Carl, huh? Car. Not even Carl, it's just Car. Karl Mank. Car Mank. Alright. We have Jean-Pierre Donner? Danner? Donner? Jean-Pierre Donner? I don't know. Let's see the notes. Catholic. Still, no children. Career soldier. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Okay, hang on. Completely by the book. Somewhat patriotic. Alright, cool. Outspoken. Nice. And courageous. Alright, we're going to go back to Car. Car is fairly tolerant. Live and let live. Each to his own. Okay, cool. A bit by the book. Nice. Somewhat jaded. By what? You see, represent suffering. Those and that. Okay. Nice. Oh, by what? I said by what? But, you know, maybe he had another assignment. We just got here. Oh, okay. I'm such an ass. This is terrible commentary. Alright. Very distant. Yeah. So you don't know everyone who has been forced upon them as comrades, even less if you never know which of them is still run after that. Yeah. I'm gonna keep you guys alive as best I can, but apparently I'm gonna take casualties, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, let's see. Very courageous. Good. We got more courageous people with us. Good job, Carl. Good job, Jean-Pierre. Check you. Fairly tolerant. Nice. So pragmatic comes down to it. Yeah. Okay. I'm not the major. Unter officer. I'm fairly compassionate. Okay. Good. Courageous. Sociable. Nice. And last we have. No. Wolfgang. I didn't check Wolfgang's, huh? Gotta even check. I gotta read everything. This is a terrible. But still. Just get. Okay, neutral. Fit. Tired. Just tired. Not fit. Fairly fit. Tired. Optimistic. Physically fit. Just tired. What do you think? How long do we reach Paris? I think it'll be before Christmas. Really. And Wolfgang, what do you gotta say? What do you think? Really? Wow, you guys. Spoke to Peters, at least. I guess I spoke to Carl too, huh? Your service. Very good. Alright. Let's talk to the commander. What's up, my dude? Roger that. Oh, sit. You're just in time. I've assigned your group to Night Watch. Assign a few men to it. I suggest you send the rest to the supply depot. There you will get provisions for the next few days. From now on, managing your group's food supply will be your responsibility alone. Okay? This guy is very intolerant. He's completely by the book. Very patriotic. He's distant. Somewhat jaded. Very outspoken. Okay. And he's physically fit. Not tired at all. Nice. Alright. When it comes to rations, so you get Night Watch. Let's see who's got an eye for this. By the book. By the book. By the book. This kind of sucks because then that means like, oh, okay, I can't use him. Take you off. Yeah. Tired. Everyone's tired. We all got work to do. No one can be in reserve. Yeah, we gotta keep somebody in reserve, but we won't have enough supplies. Alright, we gotta do it. We have no choice. I want to put someone in reserve. We're all gonna be tired. Here we go. Let's just do it. Tuesday, March 2nd, 1915. Yep, strained. Nobody wants to talk. I'll talk to you myself then. We're so close to the enemy, and yet we're just waiting. Sooner or later, we have to fight. I have to say, I prefer sooner. I'm not made for waiting around like this. You're used to that. Alright. How about you, Wolfgang? What do you guys say? What do you think? Oh, Paris? What do you think, Car? At your surface. Oh. Okay, so again, let me test this. Jean-Pierre, Wolfgang, Car, and Peter. No, yeah, that's the other side. Wolfgang, what? Con, Danner, Menk, Lennox. Cheer. How you doing, Peter? How are you? Oh, I'm worried about, I'm okay. I'm worried about you guys. I'm not gonna say that, though. You guys need sleep. Who's in a good mood? Who we talked to? Who is this? Who is this? Supplies. At least we got a good amount of supplies. Hopefully. Let's go see what the commander wants. Lieutenant. Another communication trench collapsed. Und der Officer, gather your shovels and men. We have to rebuild it as soon as possible. That sounds reasonable. We need 3 dudes to do this. Alright, let's see. I wish I could... Excuse me. Wish I could test... look at the welfare of the men. I'm just gonna check it like this. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep Jean-Pierre back. He's the only one that's gonna be in reserve. Everyone else is gonna do that trench. Yeah, so everyone except Danae. We'll just give them rest when we can. Alright, here we go. Wednesday, March 3rd, 1915. A few hours ago, the roar of artillery had begun. At first, it was just as quiet as the rumble of thunder in the distance, but recently it had become steadily louder and more threatening. Suddenly there was a thud, and not 10 meters from the hiding spot where my men were huddled, an artillery shell dredged the dugout from our neighboring troop. Pieces of wood and metal flew for meters, and smoke obscured the view. The noise was deafening for a few seconds, and then died away as quickly as it had come. An almost eerie silence gasped of shock passed. Then my men and I jumped up, pushed aside broken beams, and searched for our buried comrades. We found 2, for whom we all help came too late. A third, however, we could hear still panting. He was lying with his upper body trapped under the fallen beams. His face was distorted with pain, and he was barely conscious. My men stood around him, forlorn, and looked over to me for help. Khan said pleadingly, Herr Unterofficer, we must try to help him. Together we lifted the beam from his chest, only now saw the full extent of the damage. His chest looked crushed, and his hip strangely twisted. A long splinter protruded from his abdomen, and his shirt was soaked in blood. Menek shook his head. He's beyond help. A mercy killing will save him and us both misery. Yeah, we don't need to do that. I mean, we don't need to do that. We need to do that. Yeah, let's just... Let us put a swift end to his suffering, I said. I will do it myself. I drew my pistol, which I only received only a few days before. Cold and alien, it lay in my hand. Once more I exhaled, as we would practice on parade ground back home, and then a single shot, I ended the young soldier's life. Even now, as I write this, the blood curdles in my veins, and I feel as if I can still hear the shot and the silence afterwards. Alright. I think Carl's gonna be my dude. This guy's tough. I'm gonna lead the way with this shit. We talk to the commander. Shit. The artillery must have destroyed one of our telephone lines. Instruct one of your men to carry the message to the command post immediately. It looks like the French are planning an attack, and we urgently need more men. Roger that. That's you, my dude. Get in there, Jean-Pierre. Alright. Oh. Deliver message. When modern means of communication fail, not only pigeons and dogs, but also soldiers have been used to run errands. This message should be delivered quickly, because tomorrow this information could already be out of date. Let me read what this says. Defensive emplacement has been destroyed, giving the enemy an opening into our trenches. The position should be rebuilt, but the work at the front line, with barely any cover, will be extremely dangerous. Please, guys, do not get hurt. There we go. Wednesday. No, Thursday, March 3rd, 4th. Oh dear. 1915. I'll just talk to him. This is alright. Oh, he said fuck off, is what he said. For the past, this is Friday, March 5th, 1915. For the past day, my men and I have been sitting tightly packed in our bunker, where the French artillery rained down salvo after salvo of death and destruction on us. During the hard work of our first days in the trenches, I had hardly found a quiet minute for a personal conversation with my men. Now they're sitting next to me, tense and still mostly strangers. And I fervently hoped that they would survive the shelling unscathed. The silence between us was in sharp contrast to the constant droning outside. When, after hours, the firing suddenly stopped, a sigh of relief went through the ranks of some of the young soldiers. However, that was the moment when the veterans of the other troops tensed up and began to load their rifles. A cacophony of whistles snapped us out of our stupor as well. The French were attacking. Nah, stay together, people. Stay together, people, I shouted to my soldiers, and led them to our positions in the trenches. Together we halted and mentally prepared ourselves for the upcoming battle. We need the supplies. Okay, so we're going in. Let's do it. The enemy has superior numbers. We soon have to retreat from these trenches. And, sir, you and your greenhorns collect and evacuate all the ammunition you can find. If we're to lose this trench, we at least won't lose our equipment. Right. Okay. Hopefully that fixes things. Let's see. Yeah, come. This is Wolfgang. And if I am mission, I did find some bandages. Nice. How about you, Peter? Apart from this grenade, if anything else. Okay. I guess we're just gonna clear the trenches, I guess. Let's go along the trench line. We're gonna shine, my dude. Do it. Yeah, we are not here to fight and engage the French. Fucking French dudes rolling right in now. What the? There's no equipment to be found. Is there anything else? French over there. We have to get out of here. Yeah. What is it, Carl? Heads down, artillery. Yeah. taking this whole plank, taking the salvage from that side. I'm gonna focus on getting out of here. Let's see. Okay, equipment there, so let's go for it. Let's go, everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Leaving. These are soldiers we are falling back. Retreat to the next defensive line. Yeah, roger that. Do that after we search for these crates. Attentive. Just look for them. Rest you guys take cover. Yeah. He said he almost got hit by artillery. Miracle no one got hit. It's fine. Let's go. We're doing this one more time. Out of here. Oh shit, look at them. Here they come. Yeah, I guess we'll go that way. Let's go. Yes, apart from this grenade, I couldn't find anything else. Wow. So we should provide cover fire, so our comrades can retreat. You think so? Who else is here? That one dude bugged out. We're not sticking around. We're out of here. Retreat. Oh, that guy. Oh, fuck. Shit. Carl. Oh. It's not Carl, it's Wolfgang. He said help. I can't stop bleeding. First aid. We need help. We need to help him. God, like, I knew Carl. Carl is gonna be my dude. Just hold. Five soldiers. I see. Where's the exit, though? wonder if they can do it, those two. Just get over it. You guys can. What is it? Good. You guys do the thing. Move. Loot corpses? I don't give a shit about corpses. Oh my god. Alright, who's in the area then? Corpses. I guess we're just gonna cross the river, huh? Just cross the river and get out of here. That should complete it. We searched as much of it as we could. We couldn't get to the other side. Yeah, we couldn't get to the west side. Because once we checked out the east side, there's nothing over there. The French came in because we weren't holding them back. We should assign people to hold them back. It was my fault. Saturday, March 6, 1915. The explosions, gunshots, and screams still echoed in my ears. We had only been fighting for a few minutes, and yet it still felt as if years had passed since this morning. And everyday life back home, a lifetime away. To be in the camp now, safely far behind the front, was surreal. A light-hearted chirping of the birds almost drowned out the dull rumble of the front, and cries of the pain from the field hospital where Caen had been taken. My people lay down exhausted on the grass, surrounded by boxes of ammunition equipment we had saved. Dirty and bloodied, some still pale and trembling, but soon the angry voice of the lieutenant in the distance abruptly broke through the supposed peace, and before we could see him coming towards us, amidst the tents. Let's see. Shit, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Like, two of them were dealing, well, one of them was dealing with a, gosh, I'll just, oh, God, here we go. Hey, Lieutenant. Hey, Lieutenant. I greet him, most certainly. Lieutenant von Kosovo looked down contemptuously at my people, most of whom were still sitting or lying on the ground, looking at the meager supplies, obviously only served to make an impression worse. Ludicrous performance, Unterofficer, I agree. He assessed angrily. You and your people can't even manage the simplest task. Apparently this bunch of Slavs you have to be happy if anyone shows even a modicum of competency. Our troops were in the best position for a counterattack, but no, the reserve was too cowardly to take advantage of this unique opportunity. We had prepared for them. The lieutenant rumbled without prompting, and now the major commanded a battalion up to 1,000 troops in the Imperial Army. Many of them were nobles, as officer ranks were gradually opened to commoners in the last few decades. While 70% of officers in 1913 were commoners, most of them were still in the lower ranks. It took an average of 25 years of service to be promoted to major. Even the common officers were mostly of high status, social status. They had to be able to afford going through the more poorly paid lower officer ranks. On the other hand, officer candidates were only accepted from so-called officer-worthy classes. Some parts of the population, such as Jews, were excluded from this. And now accuses us, of having abandoned the trench line unnecessarily. A disgrace. Henceforth we shall hold the line, come what may. Yes, Lieutenant, I shall say. Yes, Lieutenant. Or replied loudly and without hesitation. Nodded contentedly. Sit up, Kent, Officer. Sooner or later we'll get our chance to pay back the French. Yeah, keep your anger on them and not me and my people. He ordered and left us to take his pleasure on others. Yeah, not on us. We did what we could. We checked the dude in the hospital. Okay, optimistic, good recovery, wounded though, physically fit, strained, shaken. Okay, let's check on it. Don't worry, Unterofficer, it looks worse than it is. Nurse Elizabeth is optimistic that I will make a full recovery. I need to rest now. Thank you for visiting me. I just want to make sure you're good. Wolfgang. There is this nurse lady. Oh, here she is. Nurse Elizabeth. Ah, Herr Kongs Unterofficer. I'm Sister Elizabeth Ritter. I organize our small field hospital here. Don't worry, Con is doing very well. He will soon recover from his wound. I'm also glad you were overwhelmed so quickly. The shorter a skirmish, the fewer dead and wounded. Defeat is good. As far as I'm concerned, certainly yes. The lieutenant can throw a fit about losing the trench line all he wants, but I'm content with not being overburdened and nobody dying under my care, just because we don't have enough time for proper treatment. The hell you talking about? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I agree. I'm glad you see it that way too. There are some people in this camp who believe that the war will be decided right here. Complete nonsense. They want fame and glory. As a nurse, I know there's only agony and death to be won here. Set up the camp, you guys. Who else wants to talk to me? Let's go back over there. Oh. The kitchen. Field cook Zelensky. No, is it? Is it Zelens? You know what? I'm just gonna check all this. Hang on 1 second. I'm tired of messing up these names. With no phonetic assistance. Let's do this. Okay. Kohn. 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 Wolfgang Kohn. Okay, Kohn. And my good friend here is Zelensky. Like the great hero. Okay, so let's do that. Hello, Zelensky. Welcome to the camp, Unterofficer. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Anton Zelensky, your field cook. I'm afraid I can't cook anything for you right now, though, as your squad hasn't been allocated supplies yet. Better contact the failed intendant Hennick. He is responsible for your supplies. Very well. Where is this guy? Boosh. Cool. Hello, Hennick. Logistics Officer, Hennick. You're the group's new Unterofficer, right? Field Intendant Hennick, responsible for supplying the troops. I allocate supplies to your group immediately. This should last you until the next supply shipment. Talk to me if you need anything. Here's to good cooperation. Unterofficer. May I ask a favor of you? What do you need? Better food? Oh shit, I didn't read what else he said. Okay, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I cannot help you there, Unterofficer. I have only the usual supply rations in stock, but do check back from time to time. At the moment, we're getting regular shipments, so our stock might get replenished soon. Okay, can I request additional provisions? The shortage is slowly emptying. The storage is slowly emptying, but there's still enough left for you to get extra if you need it. Accept, please. Alright. Send someone over to pick up the supplies. Alright, I shall. Thank you. Yeah, you can do that for everybody since you're not so tired. Okay, so we talk to them. Wonderful. Is it wunderbar? Yeah? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just got the delivery from the field intendant. The size ration what size ration should I give your people? If you want to do something good for them, I would suggest double rations. Just talk to me when you want to change your troops' rations. Double rations. Right, Unterofficer. I will serve the men double rations from now on. Very good. Alright. Gonna pick up the food. Who cares what the lieutenant thinks? I need my people good. And, yeah, good. Oh. Wednesday, March 10th, 1915. The soldier Lennox was small but sturdy. Lennox. Wait, is that Lennox? Yeah, Peter. Yeah, okay. Let me make sure I pronounced that right. Lennox. Instead of Lennox. I'll say Lennox. Peter Lennox. 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 Okay, Lennox. So Lennox. Don't say neck. Just say Lennox. Lennox. Okay. The soldier Lennox. I said neck again. Lennox. Oh, that's the one I need to do. Is that Man Ek? Yeah, Man Ek. Lan Ek. Okay, so let's see. The soldier Lenik was small but sturdy, and evidently didn't mind doing whatever needed doing. He took on almost the most unpleasant tasks without complaint. Saw when help was needed somewhere and lent a hand. It's because he's compassionate, yeah. One morning I saw Lenek working on a task that I was had assigned to Menek. I approached him. Let him do his own tasks. Beforehand, talk to me. It's good that you're helping your comrades. It's good that you're helping your comrades, I said. Men like you are what we need here. Lenek grinned and replied, we have it good here. Everyone has something to eat, and we have warm clothes. Our families back home are much worse off. Like the thing says. Yeah. We spoke briefly about families at home and the duties here on the front before I moved on. This soldier had obviously seen a lot. Well, if I recall, yeah, unmarried and has no children, but still has family back home. A Protestant family. They might be Catholics. You don't know. We don't know. Anyway, Friday, March 12th, 1915. Every time I saw Menek, I almost didn't trust my own eyes. I couldn't help but wonder if that boy was old enough to be drafted. He was short, his shoulders narrow, and there was not a hint of peach fuzz on his cheeks, let alone a beard. Menek. Okay. He would have to keep up. I felt the impulse to look after him. Surely a man would have his own uses. I felt the impulse to look out for him. I took him to the side and gave him a kind smile. Keep your head down out here, alright? I don't want you getting yourself killed, I said. For a moment that seemed to unsettle the young soldier, but his confidence quickly returned with a flourish. Und officer, do you mean the recruitment officer that considered me highly qualified for frontline duty? Don't get cocky with me, boy. You got your wits about you. I like that. You got your wits about you. I like that. I told him. Keep that up, and we won't have any issues. I gave the young man an encouraging pat in the back before letting him go. Gave him a bit of a slap. Well, I missed what day of the week it is. Oh, well. Well, that was the first month. And we will stop here for now. I'm sorry. I'm doing a bit of an accent. It's whenever I read these German names. It gets me kind of, I want to say, wie geht's dir? Wie geht's dir? I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. I was doing my lessons and I'm just a bad student. Let me see. Actually, let me open up the lessons themselves so I can recall what I'm trying to say. But I will end the stream here. Thank you for being with me for almost an hour. If we make it to an hour while I'm looking up my lessons, that'll be okay. German, here we go. Okay, let's just go through a recap. Daily vocab workout. Let's review it. I will be speaking. Let's see if it's satisfying. So, first there's Hallo. Hallo, ik ben Freddy. Mir geht's gut. Yes, I am good. Trus. Oh, I failed to do that one right. Trus. Trus. Nope, it doesn't like my trus. Let me try it again. Trus. That one was more correct, it says. Wie geht es Ihnen? Yeah, it's how are you formally. Wie geht es Ihnen? Wie geht es Ihnen? Yeah, I failed on Trus. I got Hallo. Hallo, ich bin Unteroffizier. Mir geht's gut. So, what was I going? Mir geht's dir? Gosh, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just crazy. Let me check. Because there's Wie geht es Ihnen? Guten Tag, which is good day. Guten Tag. My Name is Robinson. Wiedersehen. Mir geht's gut. Yeah. That's I'm good. Bis später. I like bis später. Danke. I don't see we get it. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm just incorrect. I need to learn my lessons properly. Mir geht's gut. Yeah, mir geht's gut. Wie geht es Ihnen? Wie geht es Ihnen, Lieutenant? Wie geht es Ihnen, wie geht es Ihnen, Unteroffizier? I gotta make sure I'm even saying that correctly. My title. Oh well. Thank you once again for being with me. This is a very interesting game, and I'm satisfied and very happy I did not lose anyone in the first month of our deployment. But the game says I will lose people. Hey, we got somebody new. Male. This guy is very pragmatic. There's one picture on it. Very sociable. Florian Mayo. Let's shoot. No children, unmarried. So, at least I have a bunch of unmarried and childrenless dudes with me, you know. As far as I can tell. Because I don't want any of them to die, but, you know, it's not like someone's going to be losing a father or a husband. They'll just be losing a brother or a son or a cousin. That doesn't make it any better, but... I was going to take off. I really want to talk to this guy. But no, we'll talk to him when we return. Thank you once again for being with me on this interesting journey. And that should be that.